yoga is about taking ourselves out of our mind and getting us in the feeling sensing state. So
Alright, hi everyone, I'm in Brooklyn and you're joining me and following me around today. I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning, just catching you here now. It's around 9:30, but I got up to go to a networking group this morning and share about yoga and Reiki. It's an awesome way to start the day, and I am back in Brooklyn. Alright, so I'm right in front of the gym, but I just wanted to share something I did last night, which was Wim Hof meditation, and we were outside meditating. And if you live in New York right now, you know it is so cold. I think last night it was like 20 below or something like that. But with this meditation technique, you don't get cold at all. You were, doing these rhythmic breathing, rhythmic movements, and your body maintains this kind of internal fire. So it has me thinking about how we can bring that into our day-to-day, what sets us on fire, what pulls us in the right direction, keeps us going, keeps us strong, and really trying to connect to that tangible moment I had last night and put it into practice today. So excited to get into the gym, and I'll show you guys around once we're in there.
Alright, so we made it. We're here at the AMAYU Institute. I just wanted to check in with you real quickly and take a moment to explain, since we're in the yoga room and the Reiki room, why yoga works. So basically what happens in yoga is you put your body in a series of positions, and you meet those positions with mindful breathing. Some of the positions may test your edge, may test what's comfortable for you. Some of them might not, some of them might feel good. Regardless, you meet each moment with mindful breathing. So you're basically practicing being stressed out and meeting those moments with mindful breathing. And that's why yoga works. We're basically practicing our response to stressful situations, so when we go off the mat, we respond differently in our everyday lives. So that's why yoga is really a tool for optimizing. That's why people like Steve Jobs had the book Autobiography of a Yogi on their iPad. That's the rumor, that was the only book he ever had on his iPad. So yoga is about getting out of the mind, the intellect. A lot of times we hear people say, like, when they're making a hard decision, I'm all in my mind. So yoga is about taking ourselves out of our mind and getting us in the feeling sensing state. So we train ourselves to watch that feeling sensing state, and then when we're put in a situation that's stressful or tests our edge a little bit, we have this awareness of it, and we can respond. We can choose how we respond. So we might respond the same way, or we might take a more skillful action. And that's why it's really, really important to not only learn about yoga on an intellectual level, but to feel it in our bodies, because it changes the way we respond on a cellular level. So really, really important to be committed to our practice. Alright, hi guys. I am here with my Palo Santo. I just had a Reiki client in here, and I just wanted to talk about Reiki. We are gonna cleanse the space, because after each client comes in and sees me, They have done a lot of work in this room. They've received a lot of insight. They've gone very deep, and there might be some energetic remnants left. So we just want to make sure that we do something like Palo Santo, like sage, set a new intention for the room, an intention for healing in the space. And you might ask what we were doing in here with my client, and she was getting a Reiki session. If you've never had Reiki done before, it's a form of Japanese energy healing, and it takes a person very deep into a state of consciousness they might not normally experience. So it's kind of like the state between dreaming and waking. Some people, they see colors. Some people are more sensing and they feel like tingling, warmth, changes in temperature, modulations, wave like movement going through the body. Some people experience old memories in a new way or remember things that they forgot. So it's really, really interesting and powerful modality, and that's why it's really, really important to cleanse the space every time and set a new intention for the space. Because when I come in and start working with a Reiki client, what I'll do is we'll sit down, we'll catch up, and I'll ask them what their intention is for their work today so that I can hold that while I'm working with them. Because with Reiki, it's not necessarily like other forms of energy healing where the energy healing practitioner will use their own energy to fix somebody else's energy. This is a little bit different in Reiki. We are doing it together. We're opening up the space, the client and the practitioner, for healing, and we're just opening up the space for the client to have a very deep and meaningful experience, much like a very deep state of meditation. So as the practitioner, I'm really just, acting as their mirror, their energetic mirror, and holding their intention for them as they go very, very deep. So Dr. Imana is actually, we're having a class right now, brain-body connection, and I just kind of snuck in here to talk to you guys about what I'm doing as far as cleaning up the space at the end of the night, making sure it's energetically aligned. We'll do probably the same thing in his office once the class is over and just kind of recalibrate the space. This is a translation of the Gita, and I'm just going to read you a little passage about what it means to be a yogi. Since contacts produce the transitory arising and passing of experiences such as cold and heat, happiness and sadness, and so forth, bear them with endurance. The wise one is not swayed by these. His mind is balanced during times of happiness and sadness. He becomes eligible for the nectar of immortality. What is unreal does not exist. What is real cannot cease to exist. This dual realization is the vision of the seers of essential truth. Know as indestructible that by which everything is manifested and pervaded, no one has the power to destroy that which is ever existing. So I'm standing in front of the AMAYU library and in front of our moss wall and this cool blue light that's giving me a blue aura. You can see all of our really cool, interesting books. Some I've brought in, some Dr. Imana has brought in, some clients and patients have left here. Lots of cool things, lots of stuff to learn. And I just wanted to take a moment to share one thing that I'm really grateful for today. Well, let's do 3 things. I'll do 3 things I'm grateful for today. The first thing is that I went to a business networking group and I got to share and educate people about yoga and Reiki, and these are professions that might not know that much about holistic health and wellness. So that was really cool, and I signed up a lot of people to come experience AMAYU and do a Reiki session, which is amazing. The second thing I am grateful for is that I got the time and the space to go work out this morning. So important that we move our bodies on a daily basis. Really, really important for detoxifying, connecting to our body, our breath, feeling our heartbeat, bringing ourselves back into center. And the third thing I am grateful for is that we had a really, really great class tonight, and we had a lot of new faces in this space, which is always amazing. And Dr. Imana opened the class up to a lot of dialogue, so I got to hear a lot of different perspectives that really inspire me as a practitioner. One thing that's so inspiring about being a yoga and a Reiki teacher is that you get to be inspired by so many wonderful, beautiful people who are out in the world trying to make a difference. Thank you for following me around today. More V's to come. You guys coming along with me as we learn together about yoga and Reiki and the AMAYU Institute. So stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe to these videos to follow all the adventures here, all the yoga, the Reiki, chiropractic, me, Dr. Imana, the whole thing. So make sure you like and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram at AMAYU Institute. You can follow my personal Instagram at Radical Reiki and Dr. Imana's Instagram at dr.imana. Thanks so much. Looking forward to sharing another inspired day with you.